they're still a pretty good team. Yeah. Not the premier team I was thinking of, but still, it's a pretty darn good team. So this will be another good challenge for your Southsiders here. Who won the first two? And I believe this is the last match we will have Barra for today. I think she has a prior engagement that she will be leaving us for. So, as Rachel said, Sophia, we just need to win the first four and get into gold, and then you can go do whatever you want to do today. So we will play at least one more match today. Rachel tries to go down the line. It does. It's picked up nicely. And over the other side, roll shot over for Jasmine. Gives it to Barra, back set. Rachel pushes it over into Gabby's corner. Covered nicely. Oh, Rachel and Sophia Nelson with the block.
Point.
Southside. Southside Roofers for all your roofing needs.
I think the girls are going to have to be a little more, I'm going to say, technical in this game. They're not going to be able to throw stuff over and have it work, I don't believe.
Probably not going to be able to just blow somebody out here. Jasmine sends one deep back, middle.
But we are playing
right
up again.
Side off the block, Alex.
Barra.
Alex.
Again. As she punches Cam in the face. No.
And Rachel again!
Big block.
What's gotten into her? That's two in a row. Holy cow.
Got me all choked up. Point.
So she started out. Thank you very much. 3-0. She was complaining, not complaining, but I'm not great on the right side. I'm like, man, you blocked so much better.
Yes.
She blocked so much better from the right side.
Well, just like we've talked about this before. Gabby wanted to play the right side, and they put her the outside. She refused. That's the best thing that's happened to her.
Short set Nelson.
Ooh, picked up in the back. That was a heck of a pickup.
A little quarter Nelson there.
Ooh, that should have been over the net.
We play on. Off a block again. Holy cow. And Jazz drops one. That is sent long, and what a play by the broadcaster.
I'm going to have to nominate Steve. There's going to be an award, I think, at the end of this tournament for the broadcaster for the best play. Alex, deep in the back. Off the block.
Good cover by Rachel there off the block.
Push the outside Jazz.
There's into the net. It's 4-1. You should have seen what a reflex. I mean, to hit it up in the air and then catch it like it was nothing.
The cat-like reflexes.
The elephant-like reflexes.
There was reflexes of a cat that has got 8 of its 9 lives gone.
So that surface error makes it 5-1. Camry will be back. Nelson will come out.
You
Mabel
got the lip
in.
switch.
5-1 Southside.
Cam in the middle. That was a tough serve. They were able to stick with
Rachel is again there, but it goes off the block and out. But, I mean, Letty, that's the 4th ball she's got hands on. That if you think about blocks in our team, 22 is not the first number you call out. And yet, out of the first 7 points, 4 of those points she's gotten hands on. So, great job by Rachel in the front right side.
Cam. Nice push down the line.
Back. Good dump. Good dump kill there. Now go sit down.
Good job, Rachel.
Will
have a seat.
Come in for Rachel. Good job in the front row there.
And that's one of those plays, Steve, that you would expect her to just rocket that down the line, and she saw that, and she just pushed it, and I think it threw him off so much. Nobody could get to that ball.
We've talked about this before, but you know, and Rachel's not the only one on the team that does this well, but she sees the court well before she strikes the ball or before she goes up. She kind of reads what's going on. I think there's a couple players on our team, probably 2 or 3, that do that really well.
And I'll tell you what, I think this is a good move by Coach Lee. Rachel serve that first game, so when they were sitting here watching, they saw Rachel serve. So now you have switch because you've got the versatile team where both can serve. So now you'll throw Leela and have her serve.
Timeout by HP South. Little public service message, if you don't mind. My son, Kyle, the dogs need to be fed and walked. If you're listening, put the phone down and go walk the dogs and feed them, please.
And anybody else out there that's got dogs, they probably need to be fed and walked as well. So
sorry,
just make that a.
Just making a little PSA there for my kid listening, if he is listening.
The thing I would say, you expect him to be listening to you.
And to my other kid, who's listening, my daughter Katie, her birthday, 19 today.
19.
19th birthday today, so happy birthday, Peanut. I don't think she's listening, but she might be, and that gets me out of trouble if she is. So 8-2 Southsiders.
So chances are you're in trouble anyway.
I'm in trouble perpetually.
So
Neela will serve for Southside here. And she probably zigged that one when she probably should have zagged that. Actually, off of Angie over there, Alex's parent, or Remy's parents sitting over on the other side. So 8-3 Southsiders.
Southside. I haven't done that today. You know what else you haven't done today?
Yeah, I'll get to it in a second.
Picked up by Cam, Barra, Jazz.
Off
roll.
The block.
Push the outside, rolled over.
And a little donkey very much.
B-hook.
Is covered, and that's not coming over.
Back.
9-3, Montana, hello. Also, shout out, I missed this last week. Grandma Foster down in Texas is watching, and she was watching us last week, and I did not give her a shout out. So Gabby enters for Alex. Jasmine will serve. So hello to Grandma Foster down in Texas.
Some of our old teammates showing up to watch some of the game here. There's a heck of a hit and a pick up by Jazz. It was overpass, but she got to that ball. I'm not sure how.
Good cover by Neela.
Cam is going to free ball that over.
Took a look before she did it, too.
I think, that was a nice adjustment by Cam off that block.
Gabby sends it long.
It's going to be a little bit long.
So 9-4 now, Southsiders up by 5.
You know, I think Cam kind of looked around, and when she played that ball over, she wasn't sure if that was the second or third hit. So she was just putting it. She didn't see anybody else setting up, so she just put it. There'll be a kill.
Thank you very much. Off the back row player and out, and a kill for Gabby. And now Mabel will come back and serve for Southside as Camry takes a quick break to have a Cheez-It. Literally having a Cheez-It. I love it.
Gabby out there killing in the name of?
Love some Cheez-Its. May sends it over.
Oh,
Nelson is there, and it's tooled
good
off
block,
Nelson
but
and
tooled
out.
out.
10-5. Camry in now. May goes and gets a Cheez-It. Apparently that's what we do. We go to the bench, get a Cheez-It.
I'm going to go to the bench.
I'd like a Cheez-It.
And picked up in the back by Neela.
Pushed outside Gabby.
Thanks for that.
I think it would have been in.
It's really close. It looked like it was floating out, but hard to tell.
Back set Neela, back row attack.
Nice pick up by Neela. It's going to be, it's a little bit of trouble, but they're getting it over. No, it's not.
I believe that was Barra. Barra with the block.
So all the blocks I have to go through, verify, and say who they were. So now I have to figure that one out.
So that is Barra back to serve, and Neela out, Rachel in.
I missed something here.
That's not surprising to me. And there is a...
Maybe it was backwards.
Ace for Barra. 12-5 now. Another timeout. Another quick timeout. They've used both their timeouts already. We're early on in this match. Or in this set. So HP South has used both their timeouts. And apparently we deliver our ibuprofen to our kids on the top of a cell phone.
Well, the only way they're going to see it is if it's on a phone.
There's probably more germs on the phone than there is in her hand.
Yeah.
So she probably... But it's for Gabby, so who cares?
Was unaware you were the team drug dealer.
What did she say?
So, Barrow is going to put this.
If you haven't had the opportunity to spend the day with this group of people, you're missing out.
You're probably a lot safer.
Yeah. We're better people for it.
And reminder, the block makes her not.
You can't tell me with
that
Nelson
block makes a difference.
With Nelson and Rachel up there, you can't tell me that's not in their head.
Oh, absolutely. So, for those of you here in town, we will be back here at the America Center next weekend for President's Day tournament. Come join us and watch some more volleyball.
So,
see these amazing girls play some volleyball.
Just to make sure
not have to listen to us.
Knows too. No matter what, we will play another match. It's just there is a crossover match, bunch of stuff going on.
You can play one or two crossovers, I believe.
Yeah, we will play at least once. We just don't know when yet. But what happens in this match will determine the win.
Gabby with a pushback.
Gabby, sorry. How did I do that? Off the block and down. So 14-6.
That ball came off the block.
Right-handed Nelson.
Changed direction when she wasn't expecting it, and so she was not able to make the contact.
Off the top of the net.
I wasn't sure that was making it. Way to stay
ball
with
over
it.
By Rachel.
Gabby
goes up
there,
and almost got her.
She caught it instead of pushing it back.
14-7.
This is the first player to serve more than one time for HP in this set.
And won't serve more than twice, so 15-7 now.
I mean, that says something for this team and the way they're playing.
Alex in, Gabby out.
But they've been keeping the side outs and keeping going, and they are not giving HP much of a chance.
Oh, that was an excellent play by whoever that was on the other side of the net. This goes out to Jazz, and she hits it
in. Oh, hold on.
Okay,
she's calling it out.
I tend to agree with the referee here. It looked long. So
yeah, but she was right there and called it.
Well, she kind of halfway called it, and then when the referee said something to her. Not sure what's
what is
going
the
on here?
Discussion. Send the captain out there.
So they're calling a touch. So that ball that's been overruled, and a touch is being called by the line person on this side.
This side.
So it is 16-7. A lot going on there, but the official
now
is
everybody's
going to
argue
over. Honestly, Eddie, I think the replay would be smart here. Even though we wouldn't get a point, I think
I would say, I mean, if you're looking at it, that line judge calls it in.
Yep.
This line judge calls a touch.
She's calling a replay.
Replay.
So why?
So what are we at?
15-7.
All right.
I believe is the correct score. Alex is back. I'm fine with this because there was a lot of confusion. The referee did a good job of asking questions, but I think this is the right way to go. So good job by Nelson. Rachel tries to dig it and can't. 15-8, and we're right back where we would have been a minute ago. But again, the referee did what she needed to do, and I think once the confusion was done, the best place to go was a replay. So, and there's a football. So 16-8.
So that's two service errors in a row for
say
HP.
What you want. These line judges are paying attention.
Thank goodness.
Good, bad, or otherwise, at least they're doing their job. So I think that was Cam that just served that. So
I don't know.
Rachel
honestly.
rolls one off the back row player.
Free ball coming over.
Good job by Alex. This will go
back
set to
nice
Jasmine.
job by Jasmine.
Off balance, and that's a point and a kill for Jasmine. Eddie, I have 17-8. What do you got?
I have 17-8.
What do they got?
17-8.
How about that? Triple Yahtzee.
It's anonymous.
Or unanimous.
That's 3 of a kind. That'll get you a double bonus at the President's Casino.
That was nailed down the line by Claire Jablonski of
really
the
not
HP South team. She's an Oakville player.
Really not a whole lot you could have done with that one.
That
was
a good hit by Claire.
Right down the line, just picked up by Cam. Rachel.
Back row, Alex.
Nice shot by Alex out of the back.
Thank you very much, and it's 18-9. So Neela will come in now, and Rachel will go to the bench. Neela will serve up by 9. And
Neela is a little bit low.
Just a bit outside.
She serves those rockets. Maybe you just hit it just a touch late. That's the difference between it screaming over the net and hitting the net.
That one found the middle of the net.
I mean, just a
18-10 up by
very
8.
little difference in that hit to make the difference of where that ball goes.
See if the trend continues here.
Neela. Barra. Outside.
May
just pushes it short.
19-10. Good shot by Mabel there.
May's been ripping those balls down the line, and so she took a chance right there to make a short touch down the line and a short move.
So Gabby came back in for Alex, and that
was a heck of a
net. She pulled the net when she went. They missed it, but 19-11. But she followed through right into the net.
That was a good year.
So if trends continue, they'll be one and done on their serve here. And it does not, and that was an overpass on the serve receive, and it's 19-12, 7-point Southside lead.
It's weird little things like that overpass. The girls all turn to their left instead of to their right, so it took them a lot longer to see it coming back over.
And another great play by your broadcast team, stopping the Channel 3 setup here from getting absolutely hammered, and Mabel will be back.
Diving save.
I think Barrett's making fun of me up there. And full Nelson to the floor. 21-12. So 21-12 is your score, and Mabel will come back to serve. Camry takes a brief Cheez-It break. May sends one floating into the back row. Pushed outside, and it is over the block. Good job by... Wasn't sure if they were going to call that, but they didn't. So 22-12, 10-point lead again. Good job by Jasmine to keep that ball alive.
Yeah, she's been playing a heck of a job out of the back row there in that back right.
It's like the Zamboni machine.
That was a heck of a serve. Went back there.
Confusion there.
It's hard for her to play that ball.
Slide by Nelson off the block and down. Little half Nelson there, and it's 23-12. By the way, folks, Zambonis also sweep up water, not just put ice, resurface the ice. Used to use them at Old Bush Stadium when they had a turf to evacuate the water after a rainstorm. So off the top of the net.
Wow.
And that was,
came over.
I think it was so bad that the other team was so surprised that we were surprised they played it that they got the point. So 23-10.
I think our surprise beat their surprise. That's how they got the
Camry
point.
back in, and May gets a Cheez-It break. Watch for a slide here out of Nelson and Barra.
They pick up Gabby with a heck of a hit
off the
hand
block. This is outside down the line, and it is a point. So 23-14 here. I still think the slide is coming from Nelson and Barra. Just get this feeling. And I don't think they're going to be able to stop it. Some have often imitated, never duplicated.
It's a foot fault, I thought.
So 23-15 now. as Dan Nelson goes to retrieve the volleyball that nobody wanted to go get. Colonel Dan says, I got it.
HV will put this into play. Picked up by Cam. Bear to the outside, Gabby.
Down the line! What a shot by Gabby, and it's set point now. Neela is out and Rachel is in. Barra will serve for the set. Good shot there by Gabby.
Heck of a shot down the line like that. Push to the outside. Remy puts that ball down.
And Remy wins the battle at the net. Oh, they call her in the net, and the game is over. Remy is in the net, and the game is over. 25-15. Southsiders take the first one. That call came from the up ref. The first referee called it. It did not come from the down ref. So that's it.
And they were standing there like they were going to protest it. And she's like, just get off the court.
Hey.
I love how they just think we have time to go fill a water bottle. Would you like something from McDonald's while we're at it? I mean, I just go through the drive-thru.
Speaking of McDonald's, so my wife says to me,
McDonald's?
I'm craving McDonald's hamburgers, so let's stop. So we stop and get a cheeseburger. And it's very rare I ever get an actual cheeseburger from McDonald's.
Cheeseburger.
There's no meat on those cheeseburgers. I looking at this bun, and I can't see the meat. And it's this little thin patty. And I'm thinking, we just paid... No. I don't... I mean, she... So Eddie's looking for the first aid kit that has the Band-Aids in it. And I'm going to bet $5 we didn't bring it. Is that the med kit? That is the scariest med kit I think I've ever seen in my life. See if Doc Nelson has Band-Aids. So I think we found some Band-Aids. We're going to have to do something about the first aid kit that we're supposed to bring that we don't. I probably need to get one. Yeah, but I mean for $10 you can get an actual first aid kit that's got actual stuff in it. Probably need to have one. I will say this, she was smart enough to pour your water into her bottle. I'll give her that.
Actually, I gave her a bottle of the Rose. They poured a bottle of water into it.
Oh, okay. All right, so up 1-0 here. Second set, match 2, and 3-0 so far on the day. So Eddie is trying to join us again, but it doesn't like him. So let's try this again. Off, on, off, on. Let me see you are off. No, you are on.
I'm always off. There we are.
The little blue light isn't blue lighting.
I can't see it blue lighting from
if
here.
It's not Kmart, hey.
It's not a blue light special. It just isn't special. So let me just say this.
Isn't that special?
Now that you can actually hear me.
We kind of were liking it the other way.
Probably. As far as I am concerned, which nobody really cares. At this point.
Don't say it.
These girls have done awesome.
Don't say it. You're going to say it, and you know what happens.
All I'm saying is at this point.
2 words for you, sir. Bob Euchre.
All I'm saying is at this point, to have taken 3 sets from these 2 teams, that's a win in my books right now.
Okay, but I want 4, so I'm a greedy little you know what.
Well, I'm not saying I don't want 4, but to take some sets is dominant, not dominant, but as much as they've been in control a majority of these games against these teams, that tells you something.
I will expect a little more out of HP South in the second set because we did kind of roll them a little more than I thought.
Yeah, they were not very happy, I can tell you that.
They will not be thrilled to come out. But, I mean, the same thing happened with Rockwood. They were not thrilled. They came out, and it was 25 or 26-25, right? We prevailed, but expect that same thing out of HP South because they are not happy. And I'm not saying that they're mad because they lost to us.
Right.
I think they don't think they played as well as I don't think they played as well as they're capable.
Right.
If I'm Crossfire, if I'm Powell here, I'm
Alex,
staying
put this into play.
all over it because they're going to bring their best right here.
Right. Oh.
Good job by Rachel.
Even better job
by Sophia Berra to keep her feet on the ground there in front of the line, but that's going to be down the line and a point.
I just hate giving away free points.
HP South.
Sometimes you just don't realize where you're at and you play that ball, but
it's a reaction.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about it. But when you're there and it's at your head or higher,
it's easy to see you're an armchair quarterback. We're not out there doing it, thank God.
Into the middle for Nelson. Roll shot into the back row, picked up nicely. Short set Nelson, high hand block there. Berra pushes it outside to Jasmine. Off the block and out and ties us at 1. Job by Jasmine there to tool it off the block. So May will come into the front row. Nelson will take a seat, get a couple of Cheez-Its. And
Cheez-It break, get a Band-Aid and some Cheez-Its.
Camry will serve, which she does. I thought that thing was just going to keep carrying.
Outside,
That's
down line and out.
Line and out.
And
so
there's no touch.
Point for Powell, south side.
And, I'll tell you, one of the things, too, is this team, I'm sure, came into this, like, who is Powell 15 South? We got to just roll.
No, they know who we are, and I'll tell you why in a minute.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
people know people.
Yeah.
Picked up in the back by Remy. Push the right side across. Good pickup by Alex.
Even better job by Bear. I'm not
Just
tripping
step over Alex. Yes. Free ball over. Come back to the outside.
So 2-2. No, so obviously Remy is on the other team.
True.
She knows all too well who this team is. She played with us last year.
I don't know if she know we came here.
But there are 3 other players that are either Oakville or Melville players on that team that know kids on our team. They know exactly who we are.
Well, they do now.
Yeah. So good job by Rach. Bump set outside Mabel. Roll shot over. Good job there. Scrambling on the other side. Back row attack. Remy, and it's into the net, and it's 3-2 Southsiders.
Right. And not downplaying anything. I'm just saying these two teams particularly carry a lot of weight behind their.
That said, though, I think there's a lot of respect for both sides, too. It's not animosity, right?
No, not
Rachel
at all.
off of Remy and out, 4-2, ace.
No, not at all. That's what I'm saying, though, is that I mean, for us to take some sets off of these teams, that's what I was saying earlier.
Well, we've been waiting to play them for 2 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
These are the teams you wanted to play, and you're playing them, and you're showing well. So, Claire
good pickup by Cam,
one of the Oakville players, and
there's Shanks.
Either way, they're going to call it. It's giving us a point. It was a kill, but they were calling him in the net, but it's a point. But Claire Jablonski, number 23, she plays for Oakville with Rachel and Sophia.
Is Rachel going to serve right
number
to her?
18, the libero for Maggie. She plays at Melville.
Right to her.
Yep.
Good play by HP there.
Good job.
Nice pickup by Jasmine to keep that up.
Well, she almost contorted herself to make that play.
There's the Dr. B skyhook.
That is long. So 6-2, but there are players on the other side who are definitely players that know our players, and honest to God, are good players. So this is a good team we're playing against here.
And there's players over there who know our broadcasters, and they're glad they're not listening.
That is
a good
unfortunate.
Short set.
Rachel back row.
Roll shot that. Outside.
Into the net, and it's 7-2. And you can see the demeanor of the HP team on the other side is kind of like, man, nothing is working. Well, it's not working because Powell's taken away from them.
Yeah. Well, and it's one of those things like we've talked about, first of all, before. They won the first set, which I don't think HP would have expected.
That thing had no movement on it, and at the last minute took a right-hand dive. Pushed outside Smooth Jazz.
Picked up by their libero. Holy cow.
Maggie's a good player.
That was a heck of a. There's a smackdown by Barra. We're going to get a roll shot that makes its way in.
7-3. Maggie's a good player. She played varsity for Melville. With her sister last year. She's a very good player.
I'm just saying though that there's nothing bad meant by that. I just don't think HP just thought they would lose, regardless of who it is. Probably
Rockwood, HP.
Yeah.
You
and they come out and they lose, so they get you down a little bit. So you're trying to do things a little differently that just aren't quite working. So now you find yourself like nothing you seem to do can work. We've had those games.
Only up by 3 here, so.
Right. We've had those games where we tried everything, and it's like
how many times we pounded ball after ball after ball, we'd have them picked up by the other team.
Yeah.
The teams that kill our team are teams that cover well. Neela up to Barra, back set Jasmine, she off the block and down, and 7-5. This is kind of how the second set against Rockwood went too, where we got a little bit of a lead and then it stayed close the rest of the time. I mean, they're not going to go away.
HP puts his ball in play, picked up by Cam. Barra.
Got us scrambling just a little bit here. Short set. Off the net and down, and it's suddenly a 1-point game. It was a 5-point lead, and Coach Lee calls timeout. So
that's a good call.
7-6 Southside over HP South, and here in the second set of the second match of the day. And again, this will not be the last one. No matter what happens here,
we're going to play
there will
at
be
least
at least
more.
one crossover, either at 6 or 7 o'clock. And all these teams are going to play at least one more time. Probably not against each other, but they will play at least one more time today. So, and then we won't know what goes on tomorrow until after everything's done today. If you are to win both sets here, Eddie, you are in the gold bracket tomorrow. So, regardless of your crossover, that just tells you where you're going to be.
Right.
There's a chance, I think, if you win one, lose one, and then win your crossover, you could be. But to guarantee your way into gold tomorrow, you need to win all 4 sets. And right now, there's a good shot of that, hopefully. Continue to play well.
Well, if you win both sets in this pool before the crossover, you're first place.
Yeah, both matches.
Yes, you know what I meant.
Neela up, Barra.
Barra, over. That was a nice hit by Cam.
So Claire Jablonski goes down the line again. You need to get some hands. We had hands on her in the first match. We do not now. Sorry, the first set.
Tie ball game.
So it's 7-7.
Tie ball game with a full
count
stuck
in
facing a full court press.
In a rut here. We'll get ourselves out of in just a second, I'm sure.
Nice job by Jazz to throw something different across the net. Goes outside. Jasmine's going to go down in the back. Picked up.
Covered nicely. Free balled over. Need to get this point.
Look at that.
The back hook.
Dr. B behind the back sky hook.
Little backdoor play there by Sophia Barra. Gabby is in, Alex is out, and Jasmine is back.
That was probably one of the better plays I've seen her do up there, where she went up and she just threw it behind her.
There was nobody there. Nobody there.
Everybody's going in front of her.
Thank you very much. And a 2-point lead again.
By
Flip that ace off. By Yasmin.
Oh, Jasmine. I thought that was Alex. Never mind.
Good serve. Thank you very much.
Another ace.
10-7. Hey, nobody grabbed that ball that's sitting like a foot from you.
Just leave it over there.
They're all looking right at it.
Jasmine should came back here and just sat down.
I would have. Got to cheese it.
Got to cheese it. Ooh, that's gonna be trouble. Free ball over.
There's the slide. Mabel.
She went a little bit long on that one. Gave him a chance to get it. Oh, off the block
and down. So another kill by Claire. 10-8 now. Southside by 2. trade them points. The rest of the match will be, or the rest of the set will be good.
Yeah, just run it out. Call it a day. Oh, excuse me. Picked up by Cam. Barra to Gabby. Across the net.
Oh.
Remember
what you said about even your grandma knowing?
Yep.
That wasn't even my grandma would have known.
Swing and a miss.
Remy puts it into the net, and it's 11-8. So Nelson is back in the front row, and Mabel will put it in play. And she sails one long, so 11-9. May goes and gets a Cheez-It and a drink, and Camry back in for her. 2 points Southside lead here. Halfway through the second set.
There we go.
Eddie hogging up a loogie there.
I was trying to get my freaking headset back on. I'm not smart
Short
enough to
set
figure
Nelson,
out on.
and she just drops it over the top.
Good pickup by Jasmine.
Even better play
Cam.
by Cam. Has a seat right in front of us there. Good hustle. Down the line.
And out. I'm not 100% sure I agree with that, but
Nope.
I will take it.
Everybody on the court's calling it out. Both line judges called it out.
Yep.
The referee called it out. So Barra is back to put it in play. Rachel to the bench for Neela.
Barra. Shanked a little bit. Going to be difficult in the back. And not going to push it from that far back.
$13-9. Thank you very much. 14-9. Another timeout used.
That's their first.
First in this match. So each team's used a timeout.
Yep.
14-9. 5-point lead for Southside.
And I'll tell you what I've seen this year out of this team is that, in the past years, when the wheels start coming off, they just come off. And they just go.
You're right.
This year, when these other teams start coming back at us, I'm noticing them starting to pick it up. They're starting to pull the wheels back together and keep the wheels on.
I wouldn't say the wheels always came off. They had a much higher chance that they were going to come off.
Right.
This year, as you say,
they're pulling them back together and keeping the wheels on a lot longer.
Less of that happening. You don't see teams making long runs on our team.
And even if they do, I see us coming back and at least getting somewhere back in the game. We haven't been really dominated this year.
I would agree. So,
including in the 16s tournament.
Quick congratulations to the Powell Black team who earned their bid last week.
Yes.
After playing in the tournament with us last week.
The outstanding tournament.
They will get the bid. They played well deserved.
That's a double. It's a huge double over the net.
Yeah, but Grandma wouldn't have known, and that's tooled off the block and out. We'll take that. Thank you.
How would Grandma not know?
15-9.
Spinning.
Congratulations to Sasha and his team for
Sasha and Jessica Buckley's team.
We will see you in Orlando. Look forward to.
That was a heck of a match.
It was a great match.
It's still out there on Twitch, I believe. It's available for those of you who have the YouTube. It is one heck of a 3-set match against these two POW teams. So evenly matched.
Gabby
off the back.
16-9. That is one of those times, Eddie, where I believe justice was served, that everybody is happy. Of course we won.
Right.
I understand. We're happy. That's not my point. But I was hoping, I think I even said it to you, I hope that if we were to win this, they would get the bid because they earned it. They deserved it. It worked out the way it was. But that's a credit to the leadership at the club that stepped up and said, you know what, the right thing to do here is to make this right. So, again, congratulations to Black. Good hustle there, 16-10. But again, look forward to seeing you guys again this season, but also seeing you guys in Orlando.
Yeah, I would hope we get to play them again because that was fun. That was a lot of fun. And, we've talked about it, and I've said it, and I don't think any of them are probably listening, unfortunately. But one of the most amazing things, and I've said something to the directors as well, is that in that game, every time either team served, it was silent.
Yeah. So Rachel checks back in for Neela, and that ball is sent deep into the corner and just out by Nelson. So 16-11.
But there's so much respect between the teams, and the parents and the crews, and everybody had a good time watching it. There wasn't a lot of animosity. It was a lot of group effort.
I did have to call my cardiologist, I will be honest.
Yes.
And Rachel
tools the block.
Flat foot tool off the block for a kill there, and it's 17-11.
Did you call Rachel a flat-footed tool?
I did.
Okay.
So Alex is in for Gabby.
Alex. Down the middle.
Oh, man.
And
Thank you very much. Ace, baby, and it's 18-11.
I don't think I've seen a curveball like that in quite some time. And that
there's
is
the other
their
timeout.
So
18-11. I will tell you a story off air once this is over that will tell you my bliss for how the day has gone so far. But not something I want to share with the group. But let's just say Rachel, if this trend continues, Rachel's going to be in a really good mood. So leave it at that.
I mean, if she gets some more blocks?
No,
nothing. I hear that's all she talks about.
Let's just say there's some bragging
blocks.
rights that's going to come out of this on a lot of levels. That if you run your mouth, you should be willing to back it up, and I'm going to leave it at that.
I get where you're coming from. I'll tell you what. If this trend continues, as you say, these girls should be very proud of these two teams.
What a serve! Another ace baby, 19-11, and just a howitzer sent over by 45 there.
45?
It's about how many aces she gets in a weekend.
So I'm going to try to get some stats together tonight. I think I'll have some time tonight, finally.
And another one!
Ace! That's 3. 3 in a row, 3 of a kind. Plays triple at the President's Casino in Riverboat downtown. We invite you to go on a cruise, the President's Casino Riverboat.
I thought you were inviting me to go on a cruise.
I am. It's a gaming cruise.
Nelson!
Didn't come back. You're going to say she touched it?
Yeah, I think she touched it.
I don't think
know, whatever.
It net, but anyway.
Doesn't matter. Get the point. It won't matter. Pushed outside Jazz. She tools it off the block.
And then
picks
it up.
Cleans it up, and then Rachel goes up off the block and down. 21-11 now, and I got to be honest, I didn't expect this.
No. It's not done
yet. Back up.
Stop it.
I know I expect our girls to play well. They are.
Yes.
I didn't expect the difference in the score so far.
Yeah.
So
thank
you very much.
Thank you very much.
22-11. But I can tell you this, and I've said this before, it's demoralizing when you are acing people. So I would not blame that player. Nah. 22-11.
What exactly is the
11-point lead for Southside? Alex just hits another one, and it's systemic, 23-11.
And I'm telling you, hopefully you're paying attention to your screen here on that.
That
ball went straight
You'll sit
over
here
the
going,
net. As soon as it hit the net, it made a right turn.
I don't understand how they're not returning the serve. We'll see it from our perspective, and you will. These are tough serves that Alex is sending over. He just does another one. That's all you can do to get the ball in play, and here's a free ball over the net. Watch out here. Watch this magic right here. Full Nelson. Blocked nicely.
Blocked.
I actually thought that we were going to get the full Nelson there. You could kind of see it coming.
Yep. They were ready
but I think they saw it coming too. So 23-12, an 11-point lead for Southsiders. Watch this matchup too with the right side, our right side against their outside. 24-12.
And match point coming
Nelson
up with
to the
Camry
bench.
coming back.
Nelson to the bench, and May is in, and Camry will serve 4. the match. And she
Whoa,
does.
take it.
Thank you very much. So a 2 sweep, a 4 sweep, 25-12. And it's 4-0, and we will be in the gold tomorrow. We will figure this thing out. Watch your
watch your socials. We're going to put it out as soon as we can figure out what's going on.
Yeah, if I could get to my phone, which I can't right now, I could tell you, but I don't know. So I think it's 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I can show you the bracket if you can figure it out.
I think it's 6 o'clock. We would be first in our pool, so
first
in the pool is a 7 p.m. on this very court. We will work at 6, so expect 7 o'clock on this court. Probably will update you if that gets here quicker, but that's what it looks like from what I can see.
Keep an eye on your socials. I'll try to do better in keeping this out and get this stuff out. I'll tell you what.
But for now,
watching this game, these 2 games, you got to be very proud of these girls. These are 2 tough teams.
Always proud of them.
That they've took it to both of these teams.
Yeah, they beat them pretty well.
I mean, not like they just obliterated them, but for the caliber of teams that these are.
I will say this: HP did not score 25 points combined in 2 games.
That is correct.
That's a pretty good litmus test. You did. I honestly expected a little more.
Much closer game.
This team is better than 25-12.
Sure.
I'm just going to tell you that.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we will be back with you as soon as we can. Watch socials, but expect it to be right around 7 o'clock, and we'll see you then.
From right now, that's it from the south side.
Actually, we're on the north side of St. Louis. Well, yeah, sort of. All right.
All right.
Later.
See.